If you like eating eggplant, brinjal and yogurt, this recipe is for you. A very nice, sublime flavor, balanced flavor recipe, flavor of nice roasted brinjal in a very flavorful base of yogurt. And this recipe can be made in minutes, believe me, lovely flavor. And I had actually served it with a beautiful lunch thali. And people in the state of Odisha, this dish is a specialty of the state of Odisha, and people there normally make these dishes in homes as well as love to make it in functions, marriages. So Su's Food Corner special recipe, dahi bangan or flavored brinjal in a very nice yogurt sauce. Hey guys, I am Subhankari and I welcome you all to my channel Su's Food Corner. I hope you all are doing great in your lives, and if you are new to this page, do subscribe to my page and do not forget to tap the bell button. And thank you all for loving my channel so much and liking my videos so much. So let's begin with this awesome recipe. So here I have taken 400 grams of brinjal, eggplant or aubergine, whatever you can call it. I have taken the black one. Traditionally in this recipe in Odisha, people here use the long brinjal, thin brinjal, but I could not find that, so I have taken this black one, but with a little medium size. So you can cut this into half and then cut it into thin, not thin exactly, medium thin slices. I'll just show you. If you are using the long brinjal, black one, you can just divide it into half and keep them with this stalk on the upper part. So here I have just cut this brinjal. You can see how thin or thick I have cut it. Medium thin slices actually this is it. And once you cut this brinjal, keep them in a bowl of water so that they don't turn black. So this is it. And as I said, I had just kept one stalk to show you. And this actually in marriage functions, people there use the long black brinjal and they literally keep the stalk. It actually helps them to serve them better. So it's done. Then in a nice pestle mortar, I have taken one in ginger and green chili too I have taken, and I'll crush them. So I have crushed nicely ginger and green chili. 80% I will keep for tempering and 20% I will just keep them separately, and to that 20% I will add 1 tablespoon of water and use that ginger water, flavored ginger water. So all the things I prepared here, I have taken a nice saute pan and added 4 tablespoons of cooking oil, heated it on medium flame. Once nicely heated, I will add 2 dried red chilies, 1 teaspoon of cumin seeds or jeera and mustard seeds half teaspoon. Let all these seeds crackle nicely for 10 seconds, then goes curry leaves around 10 to 12. Give it a nice mix on medium flame, and once the curry leaves are done, I will add the 80% part of the crushed ginger and green chili. And so here goes the 80% of the crushed ginger and green chili. Give it a nice mix and on medium flame just fry it for 10 to 15 seconds, and then after it's done, I'll add 1/4 teaspoon of asafoetida or hing, just 1/4 teaspoon or just a pinch you can call. And after adding hing, just roast for 5 seconds. Now increase the flame to highest, add the aubergines or brinjal and then immediately cover them for 2 to 3 seconds, otherwise the oil might sputter black. So this is done, and now at high flame we need to roast these brinjals for good 3 to 4 minutes. Do not lower the temperature at this stage, otherwise the brinjal might tend to remain hard. So flame is very important in this recipe. On high flame, just toss these brinjals in this tempering for good 3 to 4 minutes, and after that I will add salt according to taste. So there goes salt here at this stage, and then I will mix the salt, and after roasting for 3 to 4 minutes on high flame, I will not add here any turmeric, neither do I will add any extra water, because the brinjal will be now cooked in their own moisture. So after 3 to 4 minutes of mixing with salt and everything done, reduce the flame to lowest, cover it and let it simmer on low flame for good 5 to 6 minutes. Meanwhile, we will prepare yogurt. Here I have taken 200 grams of curd or yogurt, and to this I will add 1 teaspoon of salt, and then the ginger water that I had already mentioned, 20% of the crushed ginger and green chilies. I have added 1 tablespoon of water and strain the water only. This goes in, and roasted cumin plus red chili powder half teaspoon. I had taken 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds and 2 to 3 dry red chilies, just nicely roasted them and then crushed them. Of that powder I had used half teaspoon. This powder is actually readily always available in my home. can be used in n number of ways. Now mix this nicely till all the flavors are absorbed, and actually this is quite thick. We just want a semi thick curd or yogurt. So here goes half a cup of water at this stage. Now mix everything and I'll keep it aside, and meanwhile my brinjal are roasting for nice 5 to 7 minutes on low flame, and I'll just show you how they have turned out. This is done. Keep it aside, and then I'll just see the brinjal. You can see nicely it has softened. You can see that it has reduced in size. Perfectly done. The flame was low at this stage, in fact it was lowest, and you can see nice sauteed marks, fried marks. It's actually looking beautiful. So at this stage we don't need to cover it now because this brinjal has already cooked. It has softened. I'll show you how perfectly it has softened at in low flame due to the moisture of the brinjal, the steam inside, the moisture inside the brinjals have nicely softened. So I'll just show you one piece. See, it's perfectly done. So yes, it's done. So now increase the flame to medium high and just flip all the brinjals nicely so that the other lower part can also be nicely roasted. It will take more 3 to 4 minutes on medium flame, and after 3 to 4 minutes I'll just show you how beautiful my brinjal has turned out. See, after 3 to 4 minutes both sides have roasted now. So basically the second time we roast this brinjal, we'll do in medium flame, and then will not cover it, and after 5 to 6 minutes it will be done. Brinjals are perfect now. You can see they have turned perfect, crispy, non-sticky, and as I said, many questions I get about my cookware. I have shared the link in the description box in my cookware section. You can see this brand is perfect for sauteing, and this saute pan is just awesome. So it's done. I let it cool in low room temperature. After 10 to 12 minutes it has cooled down. So after it has cooled down, you can see actually the perfect texture. Without deep frying, we have got a nice crispy brinjal fry, and this goes inside the flavor curd that we had made. Carefully just mix this nice tempered brinjal pieces with the curd. The curd has all the flavoring, so everything mixes very nicely. And now I'll add little water. I have actually added some water in the saute pan because it had all these beautiful tempering flavors, around 3 to 4 tablespoons. So this water I'll add in this curd so that this water will add the extra flavor, and obviously our saute pan had all the flavors. So this goes in semi thick gravy. You can see it's not too thin, it's not too thick, and again it completely depends upon the quality of yogurt you are using. So it's done perfectly. You can adjust salt according to your taste, and then I'll serve it. I have served this beautiful, crispy, perfectly tempered brinjal in a creamy and flavorful yogurt sauce or yogurt. Believe me, this recipe does taste wow, and I have sprinkled some roasted cumin and red chili powder. It can be adjusted according to your choice, and as I said, I had prepared with it lunch, so I have served my lunch here. There is some steaming hot rice with some spinach dal fry, one of my favorites, some bitter gourd or karela chips I have here, and my beautiful dahi bangan or this creamy aubergine or brinjal goes by side. Some salad definitely goes into my thali, and this is my nutritious, healthy, beautiful, colorful Indian lunch thali with this awesome flavored brinjal. Do give this recipe a try, you will love them, and I have shared many tips and tricks to make perfect dahi bangan. And from today's episode, from today's video, I will be adding a special section. It's my love for my subscriber who care to comment me by trying my recipe. Today's comment of the day is from Shivani Das. She says she is commenting on my recipe of sesame kheer, sesame pudding that I had made. So she writes here, tried this one, really came out very nice, used almond milk and brown rice instead of milk and white rice, and believe me, it was really yum. Thanks for sharing. Thank you so much, Shivani Das, for loving my video, trying this out, and actually you have given your input by giving some innovative ideas. I love the combo. I'll surely try this combo and share with you. So thank you again for all your love and support. So I hope you have liked this video. Do give this recipe a try. Do not forget to subscribe to my page. See you in next video. Till then, stay safe, love life, and happy fooding.